These days, narcissism, narcissist, narcissistic abuse, these have become pop culture terms. They are sometimes used to describe an individualism and self-centeredness, and other times the word describes a lack of capacity in a person to care about other people. Nevertheless, what you need to know about narcissism is not just a slight deviation from empathy that can be excused with the drive for success, for example. The truth is that narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, or multiple narcissistic traits, they come with very much toxic power over any relationship. Inside a relationship with a narcissist is never a good experience. There is no happiness inside a relationship with one of these people. And in the beginning, it's fantastic. But after that love bombing is over, it's just the opposite. It can be exciting and passionate. In the beginning, you will feel completely understood and completely seen, and you will probably get to enjoy some of the best treatment in your entire life initially. These are during the beginning stages of the relationship with the narcissist, when the narcissist will worship the ground that you walk on, putting the world at your feet. They will call you and they will text you frequently, and they will share openly how much they admire you, how smitten they are by you, how indispensable and unique you are to them, and they will flatter you and want to be around you all of the time. This technique is known as love bombing, and the aim of love bombing is to suck you into this very dangerous state of emotional dependence on that constant praise and attention and validation. And when they are sure that they have 100% gotten you and you have fallen under that spell, all hell breaks loose, for you at least, and you will feel terrible without being able to explain what is wrong exactly, and why you feel guilty, why you feel selfish, and what is going on all of a sudden. What is the switch that has gone off? And you will fight and fight and fight and fight for a taste of that praise and that care that they used to give to you. And you will find yourself apologizing for what you have not done, and you'll find yourself apologizing for who you are when you were once worshipped and praised for who you are. And you will be obsessed with the memory of how great things used to be between you and your narcissist, and you will be ready to do almost anything to get back to that point. So the devaluation after this worship stage, when that idealization phase is over, which happens abruptly without any signs, you will be thrust off of your pedestal, and the narcissist will unexpectedly and inexplicably become cold and distant. And it is then when they start nitpicking you and criticizing you, and they will start comparing you to other people, and you will always have the disadvantage. And when you try to talk to them, they will give you the silent treatment and make sure that you know how gravely disappointed they are with you. And you will come to believe that you are at fault, and you will make attempts to get back to that sweetness again, to push the relationship back into that honeymoon phase. And this desire to win them back, to get back to the love bombing stage, will lead the narcissist to calling you needy and jealous and suffocating and codependent. And occasionally the narcissist, they will bathe you in loving behavior that they demonstrated in the beginning of the relationship, and then they will go back to stonewalling and the disinterest and the inconsistency, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, making you feel thoroughly unimportant after you had supposedly just meant the world to them. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative technique employed by the narcissist to make you lose track of how they are causing you pain, trauma, and suffering. Basically, every time you rebel against their accusations, they will make you feel even more inadequate for bringing up the subject, being crazy and stressing them out, generally pushing them away or provoking their anger. And they will convince you that it is not them, but you instead, and they will explain to you how emotionally unstable you are, how your issues are being projected onto them. And the regular phrases that you will hear them use are, I never knew that you were that sensitive, or I never said that, you make it sound like it's my fault, you take things so personally, and I can't take this anymore. Gaslighting makes you believe that you are the one who is endangering the relationship with your claims, questions, and neediness, and you will somehow always seem to be the one that has to walk on eggshells and behave better and understand them more. So even when the relationship becomes really, really toxic, you will stay and try to fix it because you think it is your responsibility to make amends for your alleged wrongdoings. Triangulation. You understand how much it hurts when somebody says that somebody else is so much better than you in this way, in that way, and that is what triangulation is all about. Making a person believe that they are less valuable or less accomplished or less attractive than somebody else. And the person who the narcissist will compare you to could be literally anybody, a friend, a mutual acquaintance, a parent, a mistress, or even a complete stranger. Nevertheless, they most often will compare you to someone of your own gender, making sure that you not only feel humiliation and sadness, but also jealousy. And for the narcissist, it is very important to keep you second guessing their affection for you, keep you second guessing your own self-worth. And this is because their manipulation works best whenever they are trying to make you compete with a third party for their attention and their approval, and you will feel insecure and inadequate, afraid of them losing interest in you, and you will desperately try to stick to your best qualities in order to seduce the narcissist back into loving you and only you more. So how do you save yourself? Simple but painful. You must leave. No one will ever be able to beat a narcissist at their own game as you stay in this relationship waiting for them to change their behavior. And that cruelty, it will sometimes eventually turn into tenderness and care, and usually when you're ready to walk out the door. And you must remember that you cannot fix them, you cannot cure them, and that they will never be capable of loving you. They will not return your love in the end. And as painful as that may sound, this is your only ticket to an emotionally healthy life without the narcissist. Leave the relationship and don't look back. And when they try to win you back with the Hoover and the tears and the promises and the regrets, the reignited passion, or whatever manipulative trick they may pull out of their hat, ignore it. My name is Sara Ann Brown, and this is Narcissistic Abuse 101. Hey guys, if you would like to donate to my cause, Narcissistic Abuse 101, click the PayPal link in my bio. Thanks, guys.